All right, well, normally I sit on the other side of the table, but it's a huge mess back there, and I really didn't want to show that to you. I'm okay with this mess because this mess is stuff I just cleaned today, so it's not quite dry yet for me to put away. But the rest of it's like all recycling and such, and it's not pretty. So let's go ahead and see if I've made something brilliant or if I'm going to regret every decision I made getting me to this point. The sauerkraut is definitely a very powerful flavor, but it's very good and it does actually work nicely with the tofu, so I'm happy with it. Like I said, I like olives. Hopefully, you guys found this interesting or at least entertaining. And this is kind of how my thought process goes when I'm cooking something. I don't necessarily have a recipe in mind. I just kind of, do something. And I just kind of try to balance everything out with lots of veggies and then whatever protein I want to use. And if I want to use a starch or a grain or whatever, I just kind of, choose around it. So anyway, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Leave me a comment either way. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see on this channel since we are kind of rebranding and kind of going in a different direction. I've got a lot of travel coming up in November and December. So there might be many kitchens in which I am cooking and filming or, whatever. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coventry Kitchen. And today we are going to use some leftover rice and leftover tofu, and we are going to make tofu fried rice for one. So I have probably about, I'm guessing that's about 3/4 of a cup of cooked rice, and probably about half cup or so, a third of a cup of diced tofu. I'm going to use 1 egg, some fresh ginger, probably maybe like a 1/4 can of sliced bamboo shoots, and probably about the same of the baby corn, the cut baby corn. Actually probably just go by how many it looks like. I'm also going to use some frozen peas. And I've got the low sodium gluten-free soy sauce, the tamari sauce, and I think that's all I'm gonna use a couple scallions as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of the stuff out of the freezer and the fridge, and we will get to dicing our scallions while I get everything else going on the stovetop. All right, so we are back. I have baby corn, I've got bamboo shoots. I've got the green scallions for garnish. I've got the white parts for cooking, ginger, the tamari. Behind it, hiding strategically, is the frozen peas. And then we are going to just tiny whisk. Thank you, Babish. Tiny whisk this egg. If you're not familiar with Babish, I highly recommend you checking out Binging with Babish on YouTube because he is amazing. And so we're gonna tiny whisk the egg, just 1 egg, into, basically scrambled. I'm gonna just pull that off there because it makes it easier to wash later. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to add some oil. I did not actually pick up sesame oil, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kicking myself for not doing that. We're gonna add some olive oil to a pan. We're gonna move everything over to the stove, and we are gonna get cooking with this fried rice. Little intermission here. Nova wants to come and say hi. Yeah, he's a cutie. All right, so I've thrown a little zhuzh, actually about 2 zhuzhes of olive oil into our pan here. We'll see how hot it is. I'm gonna put, okay, it's decent. I'm gonna put my scallions in here, and we're just gonna stir them. You'll notice I'm using like an actual serving spoon kind of thing for cooking, which is unusual for me, but there's gonna be a lot of stirring that's involved in this. And I wanted to make sure I had a utensil that was gonna be up for this challenge. So I'm just gonna cook the scallions here for probably about a minute or so. Not very long, because they're scallions and they have flavor. And to be honest, I prefer just about any flavor to onion flavor. Not a huge onion person unless it's like roasted onion or whatever. But I'm just gonna let those kind of saute out into a little bit, you know, there's some color, there's some translucency. And then I'm just gonna add the ginger, just like that, and cook until it's aromatic, which is only gonna be like 30 seconds or so. But we wanna make sure that that's all, you know, broken up and cooked in here really well. Then I'm gonna add my, I'm gonna add some bamboo shoots and some of the liquid. So remember, I'm only making this for one person, so that's probably good for me. And add some of the cut baby corn. And this might not be how other people do it. This is how I'm doing it tonight. So we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna get these, you know, cooking up here. I'm gonna turn the heat down a bit. I had it on medium-high just to get it hot. It was definitely hot. So at this point, I'm gonna throw in my egg. And we're just gonna make sure that this does not form like a solid cohesive. We're not looking to make an omelet here. Okay. We want this all like that. And now I'm actually gonna put in my, when I saved the leftovers from the atrocity, that was the protein bowl I made the other week. I put everything together. So we're gonna just go ahead and throw the rice and tofu in here and mix all this around and get this going nice and well. I'm gonna throw the peas in here. There we go. All right. So this is my very, very, very basic fried rice. Don't worry, I am going to add the tamari here in just a moment. I just want to make sure that the rice gets a little bit more cooked. Okay, and now I'm going to take my tamari. It's brand new. There we go. And I don't actually measure this. I just go till it's the color I want. That seems a good zhuzh right there. It's probably about 1/3 of a cup or so. And then I'm just gonna cook all of this in that liquid, and I'm gonna cook it until the liquid is no more and everything is heated through. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so this is it plated. There is garnish. So let's see if this salvaged my mistake from the other night. This very much salvages it. It has a really high level of umami because we, look, you get to see my messy kitchen. Yay, all of our appliances were delivered. Anyway, it has a high umami content, because not only did I cook the rice in the mushroom bouillon, we also added soy sauce or gluten-free soy sauce, tamari sauce, to this to bring more umami flavor to it. So I am very happy with this. I am going to go ahead and have this for my late lunch, early dinner, whatever. And we'll see you next time. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked the content of this video. Hit the thumbs down button if you didn't. Leave me a comment either way. Make sure you subscribe and you ring the notification bell. This has been Coventry Kitchen, and we will see you next time.